Welcome back LWB fans. Like always, let's get straight to it. Today I actually want to tell you something, a little secret that will help you go a long way if you're a content creator. To be honest, a lot of things are not always mentioned, but then a lot of things, there's so much material out there to absorb and take in, right? Well, here's a simple tip that you can take on for the rest of your life if you decide to be a content creator. And that whole idea is the fact of having low bar energy videos and high bar level energy videos, and even midterm level bar level energy videos. So what does this mean? What does it mean exactly? Every now and then, you're going to be making large content, you're going to highly edit them, it may or may not. You may have a lot of research done with it, you may have find a lot of information that really builds something that you find extremely effective, or something you want to put forward to your consumer or to your audience right away, right? It could be anything you want. But there are days you're going to find that you're going to have a lot of low energy. And when that happens, you're going to go to yourself, I can't build the same type of material today because I don't have it in me. Or I'm still working on something that's going to take me hours and end to be able to edit and put together. And when you're at that stage, this is where you're actually doing yourself a disfavor because you're not getting enough content out there. Sometimes that low bar material videos that you create, or those midterm videos that you create, is the thing that's going to pull that bar up another level. In fact, it could be the whole reason why you performed well in the first place, or even those videos completely outperform the ones that you thought that you took so long to work on in the first place, because it just happened to reach out to an audience that really needed that material at that time or given place, or answering a very specific question that your audience really needs. So you can't really treat that, as much as you want every video to be perfect and unique and excellent, and some people are great at doing that, but if you don't find that your video content's like that, which happens to be the majority of us, having those bar energy levels when you produce content, when you submit content, and when you share it out to people will only do you justice because it's less work. Here's the thing I want to let you know. First of all, thanks for joining my channel. As you know, this is all about pretty much motivation, growing your channel, finding ways to grow. This is what this channel is all about. And my main channel is TBF Alex, which is everything about gaming in Total Battle. And that's doing really well. That's been monetized. And I broke my channel into 3 pieces and 3 channels themselves on purpose, because I have very different views and perspective how things should work. And I feel that if you're niching down on something, you should divide it among different areas instead. So this way, it's not that you're not acknowledging it, but rather you're giving it the time and spread out to the people you're trying to target. And that's why I'm doing it. It doesn't mean you have to do the same thing. And with this specific type of channel, I'm trying to be more just out there. I want to stop editing. I want to stop doing all that. I want to make this channel where I'm just happy to spill what I'm sharing right now, something I want to talk about here and then, and just go for it. I don't want to do a lot of work for this. I want to just put it out there because I think what's more important than ever is the message. It's the thing that you want to get across to people a lot faster than having all down old fancy material, because the more longer I have to work on my material, then nothing's going to get done. And this is where I go back with the whole idea of having low bar, mid-tier, and high-tier energy when building content. And I feel with something like this, doesn't really quite need much more than me talking to you and really getting that message across to you with validation, and also standing with it and not going against the flow. And by doing so, making sure you know what that message is about. And that message here today is making sure that you have energy at all given times, no matter what level at where you're at. And you need that, because you don't know when that next video you're doing is going to take you 1 week to finish. When that video you do tomorrow, which took you then less than 10 minutes, happens to be going viral and really is the thing that's really reaching out to people. So your energy levels really depends on that. And the more you're able to understand that sometimes you need to make it a little bit easier on yourself and be easier on yourself, might be the very thing that you need to be able to push that bar to the next level. Right? And you don't know that. You don't know that until you try. So this is why this is the second episode I'm releasing that will come out of my 30-day challenge. Well, essentially my 1 month challenge, which is 30 to 31 days. You know how the months work in the seasons. That I'm going to try doing no edited work for a little while just to see how I proceed. I don't know if it's going to do well. I'm going to submit it to pretty much my fan groups and hopefully sending it out to the YouTube algorithm to push it out further. But I just don't know. My message I have today above anything else is that don't feel afraid to have content done more roughly. Don't feel afraid to doing pieces where it's more just getting the message across, and don't feel afraid to do easier level work above your high performing work, because I'll tell you right now, no matter which YouTuber you go to, no matter who you watch, who you enjoy, they all will say this. They have videos where they worked longer than ever only to flop and underperform, and videos that they hardly touched or did anything and just outperformed everything. And even I have to say, I felt the same way too on my TBF channel on Total Bao, where my underperforming videos, where I didn't feel like I did anything for it or that much effort, had outperformed everything that I worked so hard for other video content out there. And so this is why, even stronger than ever before, I want you to make sure that when you are preparing yourself and building yourself, it's not to burn out, because that's what's going to happen if you consistently remain at a high tier level. Now, some people do that. There are some really good YouTubers that like Gangs and Life of Reza, where they take about a week or 2 weeks, even a month to produce their content, because their content is such high quality. It's such high quality that they can take their time, a month and take their time to build that type of content to make it work. But we're not them. We're the majority. And because you're the majority, you're kind of working more on bulk, right? And I'm not saying just give slop, because slop gives back slop results. That doesn't work that way. You want to make sure that you have quality work done efficiently, effectively, and getting that method out, because doing that, then you're really targeting the right people here. And that message will be then transcends over to the YouTube algorithm, and then that will then transcend to everyone else, and it will stretch out further to more people. Overnight even, you don't even realize it happens. So I want to tell you right now, guys, that when you do content in the future, when you think about it, either you script it or you write it down, or whatever you want to do, stop overthinking things. Just pull out a camera, spill what you have there, because that's going to be maybe the key thing that everyone wants to hear about and nothing else, and just let it go. Let it flow through. Just do it. Don't edit it. Don't think about it. Just submit it and let it go. Because this is the difference between those who can produce 10 to 15 videos in a day. And yes, there are some creators out there that I've watched, and maybe you guys might know as well, who are producing 10 to 15 videos a day. Absolutely insane. And what they say to you when I actually watch them, what they say to me is basically, when you think it, put it down. If you have your camera, jot it down. If you got notepads, write it down. If you have something there in the moment, wake up, spew it in the camera right away, and submit and stop caring. Submit and stop caring. That's hard to do when you're trying to be a perfectionist. It's hard to do when you set yourself a bar of achieving a certain level of content when you build your work. When doing that, it's very stressful, so you don't want to do that, right? You want to make sure that you are very interlinked with what you're trying to message to go across, because that message is stronger than anything else. So again, low bar videos, mid bar videos, and high bar videos. Have the mixture, because by doing so, you won't burn out, you perform better, you get your message across faster, and you stop panicking. And then your mind frame will shift over to something else completely, because you stop worrying about things. Yes, your content matters. It matters. Having what you're going to say and think about it first before you do it. Or at least go in there and just understand that once you submit your video, you're willing to not care about it and just let it go. Just let it go, see how it performs. You may be shocked how well you perform if you just let it go and see how it goes. And so this 30-day challenge here is very, very challenging for me, because for those who know me, I like to edit myself because I stutter a lot. I say and ahs, I repeat myself. It's just these very human things that I don't like about myself. But it's so funny because people like that human side of you. And showing that shouldn't be something you should be fretting about, and don't be scared about it, just do it. And so I'm telling you right now, guys, just don't worry about it. And if you need to pull out a phone or a notepad to read your notes because you happen to forget, do it. It's only human, just do it. If you need to think about it a little bit and say it again and just rephrase things, do it. No one cares. And that's also the beauty of it. No one gives a rat's. And because of that, not saying that your content is bad, it just don't care, because everyone's into different things. So again, by building more material, by giving yourself the opportunity of having short, long, medium forms of art or content, you're going to be able to outperform yourself, and you'd be surprised how much more videos you can do a day, every single day, and the amount that comes out in your mind for just jotting down a couple of notes. And that's going to really pivot you in a whole new new way. And I think that's what's exciting about the new age, as you call it, for those who are pretty much not using AI, doing less work on their material, just booming out what they have to say and just sharing it. That seems to be really rocking with people today, really, really is. So if you happen to be that, just keep at it, try a different approach, try the many approach, and try to keep things at ease when you build your content without stressing. And if you do that, you then have more material than you ever had before, because that's what you need to really get out there. Anyway, guys, leave a like, subscribe, put a comment down below. I'll see you guys again in the next LWB episode. Bye now.